I am about to go live. It's weird though, it just told me it encountered an error and then, oh no, we got people coming on. Yeah, Periscope totally told me that I've encountered an error. Oh, awesome, I'm getting heart love already.
Yeah, you started.
Super, super cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to move this guy back a little bit. Sorry guys, it always takes me a minute to work out. Hey, Aaron. It always takes me a minute to work out the camera shot with the food. It's kind of an issue. Okay, I think we're going good. Hi everybody. Okay, we're gonna lift this up just a little bit. Sounds yummy. Oh my God, this is such a good one, you guys. Okay, let me lift this up. Just need to make sure I can get my head actually in the shot. And the pan, and the veggies, and all the yummy goodness. All right, hi guys. Hello everybody. Hello, hello. It has been a while since I've been on. I'm so excited to be back. I don't know about you guys, but December was kind of cray-cray, and I don't know where January went. We're already on the 20th, I swear. Crazy, I don't know what's happening, but I'm super, super glad to be here, so let me introduce myself. My name is Leis. I am LeisOnLife. You can follow me on Twitter at LeisOnLife.com. At LeisOnLife. You can find my website at LeisOnLife.com. Look, I'm a little not into my groove yet. So anyways, you guys can find me all over social media at LeisOnLife. I am a wife. Thanks for the love. I'm a wife, a mom, a paralegal who's been working overtime, and the queen of my kitchen. And I love to help you guys get more veggies on your table at every meal. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. So tonight we are making, it's an all-in-one skillet meal. Boom, done. And like I said, I've been working overtime. It has been super, super crazy. So I'm making a really quick dinner. Some nights are like that, right, you guys? So we're gonna turn on our stove. I'm gonna get that up to a medium, okay? And we're gonna start with what we call our mirepoix. So mirepoix is always celery, carrots, and onion. I didn't have an onion. I thought I had an onion. So we're just going to substitute with a shallot. Totally blanking. Whew, I gotta get my groove back on here, people. All right, so we're gonna start with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. I think that my brain might be a little dead from work. From working late every night. So I'm a paralegal. I work for a law firm in Long Beach. I'm actually in Southern California, Los Angeles area. And so I work for the head partner of our firm, who is getting ready to go on a trip for 3 weeks. I know, must be nice, right? Okay, sorry, Ken, if you're watching. Just kidding. Yeah, so, oh, that did not start. Okay, hold on, let's try this again. This girl needs to get her groove back on, I am telling you guys. So where are you guys from? I've got 2 peeps on. Where are you guys from? If you don't mind telling me. Let's get going. We're going to warm this up. Illinois. Aunt Steph. Oh, very cool. And I have another one. Where are you at? Where are you at? All right, I'm not getting my other one, but you're watching, so that's cool. So thanks anyways. All right. Yeah, this is what happens when you scope at night. Not as many followers, especially with all the East Coasters and stuff like that. But hey, you guys can always, my replayers, you can watch my replays for 24 hours on Periscope. And then you can go check me out at catch.me. That's katch.me/LeisOnLife. And you can check out all my videos over there. I also have my website, LeisOnLife.com. All my recipes are actually written out there, and you can also view the videos for each recipe there. All right. Oh, thank you so much for the heart love. Okay, so we're going to start with our mirepoix. We're going to get this going. We need to get all of this cooking. So my thing is always to get as many vegetables into a dish as possible. And remember, we eat with our eyes. So look at that beautiful color already. So we've got our carrots, our celery, and our shallot. And we're just going to get those cooking up really, really good. Okay. So always, a lot of times I will start with the mirepoix, just because it adds a depth of flavor and we get the yummy vitamin goodness, okay? So all of these guys are gonna cook together. They're going to create a base that's going to really elevate the flavor of your foods, all right? So let me go through the ingredients while these guys cook up, okay, just so you know that what we're working with. So I have some leftover brown rice. This is about 1.5 cups. Okay, so this is, you know, the great way to just look in your fridge and say, what do I have? What can I put together? Learn to be a little creative, right? But up the ante with the veggies. So we're going to also have, I've got 1 cup of beautiful broccoli, if you guys can see that. I love the greenness of the broccoli. I have a little over 1/2 cup of some sliced mushrooms. So I just had some leftover mushrooms, and we want to get those in there too. And then I had a little bit left of my yellow squash. So I cut it up. Why not, right? Why not? Let's get that in there also. Then we've got a little bit of some cheddar cheese because I want that little zing that cheddar gives, but also a little bit of Monterey Jack because it helps smooth everything out and helps the cheddar cheese not to break apart, which can sometimes happen. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I love it. All right. Additionally, I have some chicken that was already cooked. These are the chicken tenders, and I just chopped them into cute little chunks, right? So that they can go into our skillet. So it's a skillet casserole, essentially, okay? I've got a little bit of green onions that I had left, and we're just going to sprinkle those around the top once we get everything going. Okay, so we've got our yummy, yummy veggies. We've got our base building right now. Okay, so what time is it? Let me see. Is chicken already cooked? Yes, so I already cooked the chicken. If you didn't have cooked chicken in your fridge, then I would cook that after you start this, then cook your chicken first to get it fully cooked, and then start to add your other ingredients, okay? So what time is it in Illinois right now? What do you guys, are you 2 hours? I always forget. I think it's 2 hours. All right. Look at that. Look at the greenness. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's 8 o'clock. All right. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So you've probably already done your dinner for tonight, but you can so easily do this, you know, on a weeknight. Aunt Steph. So Aunt Steph, do I know you? Are you, because I have relatives in Illinois, so I'm just curious where you came from. Yes, 2 hours. My aunt is in Hawthorne. Oh my God, that's awesome. Okay, so that is super, super cool. Right, so I am Torrance, so super close to Hawthorne. And then I've got some family in Sterling. Oh, your family from Run to the Finish. Woo! Sweet. That is super, super cool. That is my girl. Oh my God, I love her so much. So are you a runner? That's so exciting. Oh my God, I love her so much. So Amanda is my running coach. And the reason that I started doing these scopes was because I started with Amanda on her holiday booty challenge. And that was the first time that I'd ever heard of having 7 to 9 fruits and vegetables in a day. And I thought, you've got to be insane. Because there's just like, how do you do that? How can your body even do that? And so I thought, okay, you know what? Yes, working on my running consistency. Ooh, very awesome. So I've been working with Amanda now. It's been almost 2 years. Actually, I guess it's a little over 2 years. So because I did the booty challenge first, then I started training with her. And she really got me, oh, thanks for the hearts. She really got me to start thinking about every meal that I was having. how could I add more vegetables to it? You know, the fruits is easy, you know, really. I mean, I think if you're going to start pulling sugar out of your diet, then the fruit's kind of an easy replacement. That's not as hard to do. But the veggie level is really hard. And so that's when I started, because I love to cook, and I was cooking fattening stuff, of course. So I started to figure out, okay, how can I layer in vegetables? And also, so that my family didn't know that I was doing this was my big secret. And so I just started doing things like a mirepoix, starting that with almost everything that I make, and just getting more veggies in there. Okay, these are ready. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add in our broccoli. Okay, so we're going to get those guys cooking. And I'm going to add in just a little bit more of the olive oil because I just feel like it's a little low. And you're going to kind of have to just, you know, test that a little bit. Okay, there we go. Ooh, it's sizzling. Yes, I have a hard time cooking at home, and I like some of your recipes. And I can watch you make it. So that's the other thing, right? That makes a big difference is you actually see this is doable. This isn't that, you know, you read a recipe and you're like, well, what does that mean? And on the scopes, you can just look at it and go, oh, wait, okay, that's what she's talking about. So she's going to saute. We're now sauteing the vegetables, all right? I'm going to throw in our mushrooms. So, yeah, Amanda's just been amazing. Like I said, I've been training with her. I'm part of her half marathon group. We are team run to the finish. And she's amazing. She's really, I was always a runner, but I really didn't know what I was doing, to be quite honest. I thought I knew what I was doing, but I really did not. And I've learned so much. I mean, one, just from her website, right? Do you get her emails and stuff? Because she's such a great writer, too. All right, here we go with that. Sorry, mid-sentence, boom. I just don't want to burn anything. So I'm going to reduce this heat to medium right now because everything is cooking really, really good. I'm going to add our rice now because I want it. It's like I said, I already cooked the rice. This was in the refrigerator. So now I want to bring that rice up to the right heat as everything else, okay? So we're going to mix that in there. And honestly, you can use as much rice as you want. Woohoo! Because if you're not a big rice person, I get that. The other thing I thought about doing with this dish was quinoa. If you had already made quinoa and you wanted to put that in here, that would be amazing. I have to say, though, my son is not, he's 13 and he's not as big on the quinoa as my husband and I are. So that's why I'm doing the brown rice, because this is his dinner actually when I'm done. So Steph, I'm so excited that you found me from Amanda. I just absolutely love her, and I've learned so much. And I got to tell you, I had never run a half marathon. I first started training with her doing a 10K. And I just wanted to, I always had to walk parts of my 10K, and I really wanted to just be able to run an entire 10K. And just working with her is so amazing. So I did it, and all these other people were doing half marathons, and I'm like, I think I may have lost my mind, but I want to train for a half marathon. So last year, I did 3 of them in 1 year, my first 3. And in 3 weeks, I'm doing Surf City and Huntington Beach, and that'll be my 4th one. And I just am so happy to have found her. You know, if you read her blogs and stuff, she has such great information and really keeps you injury-free. She's got a lot of stuff on there. And also, I know she's like got a group going right now that she's starting coaching for half marathons. So if you wanted to check that out. But the best part has been her kind of like, I saw her scoping, and I'm like, you know, I would love to scope because I love to be on camera. I'm a big ham like that. But I'm like, okay, what can I do? And I thought, you know, I love my cooking. I love how I've changed my diet, how I've made our dishes healthier, how I'm feeding my family healthier. And I, you know, reached out to her and said, what do you think? And she's like, of course, why wouldn't you do it? And I'm like, okay. So I did. So I started back in June. Wow, half marathon's like a lifetime goal for me. Hopefully one day. I really like following her. You know, I'm 47 years old. So last year at 46 was the first half marathon. So, you know what? I don't know how old you are or lifetime goal. We can all do it. And the thing is, I knew the first one, I wasn't going to run the whole thing. We did a run-walk thing. And it worked out perfect for me. Okay, so looks like this is all nice and heated up. The rice is looking good. We are now going to add our diced chicken. Oops, my bad. I got sidetracked. I'm really enjoying talking to you. So I'm going to put in the zucchini. Now the zucchinis are much thinner, the squash, my bad. So we don't need to cook those as long, and I don't want them to overcook. They don't need to be a lot. But I just happened to have some left, and so I'm throwing it in there. Because that's how I do. All right. So, and it also, look at the color. Like it adds a more beautiful color, a little bit of the yellow. So now we're going to add in our chicken. Okay. And one thing I forgot to grab out is we're going to use a little bit of milk when we add in the cheese, and that's going to help loosen everything up a little bit. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to leave you for just a second while this all warms up. But look at how beautiful the color is. I love it. Okay, give me 1 minute. So I'm using a 2% milk. You can use whatever you want. I know a lot of people don't like those sugars that are in the 2% milk. It just happens to be what I have. And tonight is like we're grabbing from the refrigerator, and that's how we're doing. So I'm going to do a half a cup of this that we're going to end up adding in with our cheese once we get everything warmed up. So yeah, Steph, I just want to say, like, you know what, lifetime goal, it can, all of us can do it. Literally all of us can do it. You should check out, I know she's got a bunch of different like blogs on like new runners and stuff like that, new half marathon runners. She's got some really great articles. Okay, so everything is now warmed up, looking beautiful. I know, I'm so excited about this. Oh, the other thing that I'm going to add is I love this Better Than Bouillon, and this one is just a vegetable base. I get this at our local Sprouts. We have a really cool, it's like an organic market. Oh, thanks for the hearts. That's so awesome. And everything's like locally grown and brought in. And so this one is an organic bouillon. And I just add a little bit of that. Like literally, it's just a little bit. But it's just going to elevate the flavors. Okay. So I'm going to stir that in a little bit. All right. Wow, this is looking great. I'm sure my kid is like, Mom, quit talking. Let's eat. All right, here we go. Beautiful. God, look at the gorgeous color of the broccoli. Yeah, I'm 28, so I have no excuse. Just got to build up to it. You absolutely do have to build up to it. And that's honestly what she had me do. I do what's called low heart rate training, so I have to stay within a certain heart rate parameter, and a lot of times it means that if my heart rate gets too high, I have to stop and I have to walk. And that really started to base build for me. And oh, Steph, did I freeze on you? So anyways, I was saying that I'm doing this low heart rate training, and so I have to stay within a certain parameter of my heart rate, and if my heart rate goes too high, I have to stop and I have to walk. And it really taught me how to breathe correctly, how to pay attention to my body, how to calm myself, not be stressed out. And each time that I got out and ran, I became stronger. So, you know, just get out there. Some days I only get 2 miles. Some days, you know, I get 10, which is pretty amazing. I mean, if I, like 2 years ago, would have thought, oh my gosh, I'm like training for a half marathon, I would have been like, yeah, you're funny. Sure. It's so exciting and empowering. So we've added in a half a cup of cheddar cheese. And this is a sharp cheddar cheese. I want to give it a really good zing. And like I said, I'm going to use a Monterey Jack because that's going to help smooth things a little bit. And that's also the purpose of the milk. The milk is going to help to keep everything from breaking as well. It's going to help smooth things a little bit. I have reduced the heat to a very low because I don't want this stuff to burn, okay? So we're going to stir that in a little bit, and I'm going to slowly stir in my milk just to give it a creamy factor. Oh my God. All right, this is pretty decadent, I think. I just took all those yummy veggies and just made it really bad with a bunch of cheese. Sometimes you gotta have a little fun, all right? So look at that. Can you see the cheese melting? A little stringy. Okay, we're gonna finish off that milk. Here we go. So awesome. Well, I am having a blast with you, Steph. I've got one person on today, and I'm really enjoying it. I love it. For all my replayers, I hope that you check out this recipe. You can find it. I'll have it posted later on. I'll get this posted, get some pictures taken, and link the video so that you guys can check this out. So we're going to just let that set for a second. Like I said, I've turned the heat down to as low as I possibly can. We're going to let that just settle in. Let all that cheesy goodness get all mixed up in there. And I'm going to take you, Steph, and I'm just going to get you a little closer just so you can see what we've got going here. Look at that. How beautiful. And it's all in one skillet. I love that because that, you know, limits how many dishes we have to do. All right, so I am going to get a plate because we're going to plate this just so I can show you how gorgeous it is. Oh my God, I'm really excited about this. Okay. Oh, you know what? I do want to add a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm going to grab a spoon really quick and take a quick taste to see what I need to add. A lot of times when I add this bouillon, I don't need to add salt, so let's check. Okay. So I'm just going to take a little bite. Actually, there's plenty of salt in there. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. And I love fresh ground pepper. And we're going to add that around. And I would say like a teaspoon, maybe. Okay. All right. Check that out. There's dinner tonight. I think my kid's going to love it. Okay. I'm going to get a plate because I just want to show you how pretty this can be. So the fun part about doing these scopes and doing a cooking scope is everybody has been buying me really pretty little plates. And I have all these different ones. They're so fun. But isn't that adorable? Okay, so we're going to need to get some broccoli in there, a little bit of chicken, a little bit of rice, and I need, you know what, I'm just going to use my spoon. All right, Steph, you and I. Let me fix this a little bit. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me and sticking around with me. Do you scope it all, Steph? Is that something that you do, or are you just kind of a fan? What's your story? All right. I'm going in for a piece of broccoli. Look at that. Hello. It's hot too, but I'm doing it. You're a watcher. Cool. It's a lot of fun. But I know some people it's uncomfortable. That is really good. Super, super good. All right. Well, that's it for me tonight, Steph. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you to all my replayers. Please go check out the recipe. You're so, so welcome. Go check out the recipe at LeisOnLife.com. You can see the videos at catch.me. /LeisOnLife. Thank you so much for the hearts. I hope you come back, Steph. I really had a good time. And I'm so glad that Amanda suggested this. This is so cool. I love her. All right, so have a great, great night. And I Should be back. Yes, I will be back on Sunday. So I do scopes on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, and then also Sunday at 11 Pacific. And then following that, my son and I are performing in Beauty and the Beast, and we've got Tech Week and performances, so I'm going to be out of pocket for about a week. So come on by on Sunday at 11 if you can, and see what we're cooking, all right? All right, Steph, it was awesome meeting you. All my replayers, thanks for stopping by. You know you can still give me some heart love when you're doing the replays. All right, thanks, everybody. Have a great night.